So welcome everyone to our fourth conference of Connecting the State. The first time we will do this in English, that is in this room. This is the second time that we are live as well, so it's kind of a hybrid. We have a lot of people online, so it's streamed as well. My name is Vigdís Jóhannsdóttir. I'm the marketing director of Digital Iceland, and I will try to be the glue of today. I'm going to just walk through the agenda of today. So our minister, Bjarni Benediktsson, will be giving the opening remarks. Then we expect Karen Ellerman to give a talk as well. We're going to get our CEO of Digital Iceland, Andri Heiðar Kristinsson, to the stage. And then Claire Martinara, our keynote speaker, will be talking giving us some really interesting news from the White House. And then Anne-Marie Enghoft Larsen will be giving a short talk while our ministers are getting ready for a panel. So we'll just go through the rest of the agenda after the coffee break, but during the coffee break, the schedule will split into 3 rooms. So we have Digital Iceland, everything happening there in Icelandic, starting at 3 o'clock in Kaldalón downstairs. We also have the digital security happening in Rima, which is an invite-only event. So unfortunately, only those who got an invite will be able to attend there. But I would like to ask our minister, Mr. Bjarni Benediktsson, to join me here on stage and give the opening remarks. Thank you.
Ministers and distinguished guests, I'm very excited to be in this audience today, talking about a matter that is close to my heart as a minister of digital matters in Iceland. And for those of you that are here for the first time, welcome. Welcome to Iceland, and also you that are revisiting. Thank you for being a part of this year's Digital Iceland annual conference. Now, it is an honor to share this platform with esteemed speakers who are instrumental in shaping the strategies and execution of digital services across the Nordic and Baltic region. When we talk about digital leadership on a global scale, the Nordic Baltic countries stand as true pioneers, setting the bar high for citizens' access to electronic identification and the use of digital services, both in the public and private sectors. I believe there are several key factors contributing to our success. Number 1, strong digital infrastructure, our nation's most robust digital foundations. Secondly, widespread eID usage. Over 90% of citizens in most of the countries actively use electronic identification. Thirdly, centralized registries. Our centralized population registries enable further progress. So we're at a good place in that regard. And fourthly, digital expectations. Simply that our citizens not only expect but demand digital services due to their time savings and environmentally friendly nature. We're moving data, we're not moving people. So in my opinion, governments have a clear duty to constantly seek ways to do things more efficiently, to make better use of taxpayers' money while maintaining the same or better level of service. We do have a responsibility to streamline public sector services, recognizing that digital self-service is often far more efficient than telephone or in-person interactions. We can put it this way: digitalization enables governments to achieve 4 goals that were once almost impossible to combine. higher productivity, greater optimization, higher quality service, and lower environmental impact. Even though we're moving faster than ever, it simultaneously gets increasingly hard to keep up with user expectations, since people now expect all services to be accessible online. In Iceland, we've been quite successful in constantly adding digital services available to the public. For example, by the end of this year, we expect that 100% of the entire buying and selling process of properties and vehicles will be digitalized. We are already at more than 80% today. Our estimate is that the government operational cost and societal savings due to this will amount to 11 million euros a year. Another example is the District Commissioner's Office in Iceland, which has already digitized 70 services, primarily digital certificates with applications, saving over 85,000 trips a year. We're trying to translate this into something people understand. They don't need to do the trip. And most of those trips would have been done by car. And I haven't even mentioned the time-saving part of it. In the broader context, we're witnessing complex service processing becoming up to 4 times faster and more efficient compared to just a couple of years ago, 4 years ago maybe. Undoubtedly, many of our fellow countries can share the same kinds of stories. I've grown to learn that this morning while having a session with the ministers from the Nordics and the Baltics. Now, in today's fast-paced digital era, digitation and cybersecurity go hand in hand. As we embrace the potential of digitization, the need for robust cybersecurity becomes paramount. The strength and efficiency of our digital infrastructure hinge on the security measuring protecting it. They hinge on the security measures protecting it. As we've all experienced, the global shift towards digitization promises efficiency and advancements. However, to realize these benefits, people must trust the digital platforms and infrastructure they engage with. It is not just about having online services, it's about ensuring their constant availability and data integrity. In Iceland, despite our independence on foreign supply chains for digitization, we have taken proactive steps. The government is increasingly using cloud solutions, which in general are more secure than on-premise operated solutions. We've established a university-level cybersecurity education program and invested significantly in cybersecurity capabilities, both with entities that make preemptive measures to strengthen IT architecture and resilience, but also with rapid expansion of reactive teams like the national CERT team, CERT-IS. This effort also extends to public-private partnerships that benefit both businesses and the public, creating a secure digital landscape that fosters trust. And speaking of public-private partnerships, I previously named examples of how Iceland has successfully digitized public services. This is true across a wide array of services, and in the last few years, Iceland has rapidly moved up the list of top-performing countries. We're currently in the 5th place in UN rankings on digital services, up from 19th place in 2019. And that was just about the time when we decided on a governmental level that we needed to roll up our sleeves and do something about things. So we're very, very happy to see that translate into showing Iceland higher on the index. And we believe that this is largely thanks to a joint effort by the public sector and the government's clear emphasis on the matter. However, none of this happens solely within the walls of public buildings, the private sector, driven by ambitious individuals who run various companies in this space, have played a crucial role in the endeavor. And I can give you two concrete examples: language technology and digital services development. So in summary, this approach has maximized our efficiency far beyond what would be possible within ministries and institutions alone. The result is a portfolio of core digital services accessible to the public. And this brings me to the final point, which I will say that my international colleagues often find funny how many Icelanders regard the other Nordics and Baltics as large countries with a warm climate and cheap alcohol. Despite this perception, I think we can all agree that our nations are relatively small. With that in mind, our progress is particularly impressive. Our countries punch well above their weight and are in, as I previously noted, nothing less than pioneers in the field of digital services. I believe this can be attributed to many factors: our willingness to think outside the box and maintain strong public-private partnerships, but last and not least, our particularly strong cooperation. I think that is very crucial. The strength of our region lies not only in our individual success, but in the unity and collaboration we display as the Nordic and Baltic countries. As we face the challenges of the digital age and seize its remarkable opportunities, let's remember that our shared goals are best achieved when we work hand in hand. So thank you all for being here today. I'm sure the upcoming discussions, insights, and shared experiences will contribute to our continued mutual success. Thank you.